What's going on, people? Happy Wednesday, people. Happy Wednesday. Check. Real excited, y'all. We here with an update. Thought I'd go live. Give y'all an update. Uh, we got puppies on the way. They should be here in 25 days at the latest. We got two litters coming. The first ones that'll be here is going to be my blue Brendo female here. Got a lot of people out here that are mislabeling breeds and mislabeling dogs, and we're gonna touch on that today. I'd like to appreciate everybody for coming by and watching all the videos. As I told you, I see a lot of people asking for the old red documentaries for me to put that back out, but as I said, it's redundant or pointless because on YouTube, when you make exposure or bash videos, they don't pay you. They do not pay you. You don't get any money for them. Because as soon as I upload those videos, he flags them, and then they market, they non-monetize it, and you don't get paid for it. All right, people. So you got to understand that. That's how that game goes. But it really was up there for the sport, to expose the real. And the real is that everything is not a purebred. We got purebred breeders and we got backyard breeders. All right, people? Backyard breeders got papers, but they're not purebred associated associations. They're not purebred registered. They don't have purebred association registration at all. So that's a backyard breeder. When you're breeding dogs with papers that ain't purebred papers, that's a backyard breeder on phone and grave. So we got backyard breeders, and we got purebred breeders. So that's the separation between me and him. That's what separates a legend from a master. A master, you can go get a dog from the animal shelter and you a master. You feel me? So legends, we do things that separate us from masters, regular pet masters. We separate ourselves from them. We in a whole different tax bracket. We in a whole different breeding bracket. I don't mean to toot my horn, but I'm holding it down. All right, people. I don't see too many people whelping their Frenchies at home. And we got a like 89 to 95% whelping rate. I might lose one, but we I don't want to jinx myself or nothing, but we've been doing good. We 7 litters in on the French Bulldogs and Bulldogs together. So we had 2 English Bulldog litters and we had 5 French Bulldog litters. So this is getting ready to be our 7th Frenchie litters here. People, our 9th litter. And that's since we've been AKC. Ever since 2018, we've been AKC, nothing but AKC. As I showed you, people, we had ADBA papers prior to that. We upgraded to purebred dogs. We started off with unrecognized dogs, and then we went legendary, people. We went legendary. And people, some people talk standards, but they don't really know much. Some people talk standards, but they don't know much. This black dog, she has traces of Brendo. There's traces of Brendo on that black dog. On that black dog, there's traces of Brendo, people. All right? We spend money on bones. We spend money on bones, people. All right? We got people talking about, hey baby, how you doing? Oh, you got your sunglasses? You about to go get Sissy from school? Yeah? Say hi. Hey, sis. That's dog. What's that? The dog? Say what's up, y'all. Dogs. Dogs. Yeah. My baby here knows more about dogs than a lot of people. She knows a lot about dogs, and she's only 2. And my 4-year-old, she knows a lot more than a lot of these breeders. All right? And a lot of people are laughing. I'm talking real facts. There's certain things these kids know better to do than a lot of people. And that's because they're taught at a young age, people. This is going to get passed down to them. Understand that. I will have dogs. I will put my kids on with dogs if they want to do that. No matter what they want to invest in, I'm going to put down on it for them. Alright? They will get it handed to them like some of these other breeders. My kids will get exotic dogs handed to them like some of these other breeders and get French bulldogs passed down to them the same way some of these breeders got. We're not going to say names anymore, people. You know, they're trying to set niggas up for lying cases and railroad boys. Understand that? That's what they do. When you show everybody that they're not, when you show somebody that they're not breeding purebreds, they try to railroad you. When you show people the dogs they're mixing, the mixed breeding they're conducting over there, the mixed breeding, when you take 2 breeds and put them together and they think they're making purebreds, that's that's funny to me. They're really making the F1 standard bully though. We gotta expose that, people. We have to tell them, like, whoa, those are not purebred dogs. Those are F1 hybrid dogs. That's not cool. You're mislabeling. You think 2 dogs put together is a purebred dog? Just because those are 2 purebred dogs, so-called purebred dogs, when I showed you they're not, though. But no, they have to be the same breed in order for them 2 to be put together and make purebreds. Since them 2 ain't the same breed, when you put them together, those is called F1 hybrids. Get that in your inexperienced breeding head. When you take a Labradoodle and look at it, when you look at the foundation stocks, the F1 Labradoodle, that is a giant poodle bred to the Labrador. It's not a purebred. That is a F1 hybrid dog. Both of those parents are AKC registered, though. One day it might be a purebred, but they got to keep breeding it more and perfecting that breed more. But one day, Labradoodles and Golden Doodles, those might be purebred dogs, you see. But the difference is you can get an AKC Golden Retriever. You can get an AKC Labrador. You can get an AKC Giant Poodle. But one thing you can't get is the AKC Pit Bull, people. The closest thing you could get is an AKC Staffordshire Terrier. So you could get that and breed it to that American Bulldog, and you'll still make a bully. You got to understand that. You got to understand that. The American bully is here, and it is alive, and it is well, and it is real. The American bully is already here, people. And it is alive. And it is well. Understand that. We are not here to lie. All right? We are here to expose the truth to people. That's what we want to show you. We want to show you that what you're doing is wrong. You're giving false knowledge out. Just because two purebred dogs put together does not mean you're making a purebred dog. Just like I told you, when you take the American Staffordshire Terrier and breed it to the American Bulldog, those are two purebred AKC recognized dogs. When you put them dogs together, you make an American Bully. That is a hybrid dog. So what the hell on earth in your small yellow bus brain would make you think the American Pit Bull Terrier bred to the American Bulldog would be a purebred? If two AKC dogs in the same category ain't purebreds, what would make you think a pit bull would pass and you would be able to make that your own breed when that's the same sauce as the bully? You are making a bully. What in reincarnation will make you think you're making some type of new breed when people been doing that since the 90s? Your name is a lie. You don't know nothing about bulldogs. You would know that that is a bully. If you knew about bulldogs, you would know that's a bully. You going bye-bye? All right, give me a kiss, baby. Bye, Daddy. Bye-bye. See you later. Mm-hmm. I love you. Bye-bye. You got your sunglasses? I'm sorry, I didn't even notice. You gonna need to put a coat on. It's cold out there, baby. I'm about to go to the store. Greg got a blanket in the car there. So don't let Almighty get that. All right. Oh, shit. Can you give me the headphones up there? Black. No. Come here. Black. All right, people. But what in your mind would make you think that could be your own, that could be your own breed? What will make you think that could be your own breed? Like, because when you line breed and inbreed, that's what makes it a purebred. No, that's gonna make it a purebred bully. No matter what, it's gonna make it a purebred bully. Get that in your small yellow bus head. The American Bulldog to the American Pit Bull Terrier is a bully. We spend money on bones, people. We spend money on bones, people. We spend money on bones. These bones ain't cheap. These bones ain't cheap. These bones ain't cheap, people. We get them by the pack, by the pizzazz. But check. We are here. God put me here, y'all, to get rid of these false bulldog prophets. The Lord put me here to get rid of these false bulldog prophets who who continuously mislabel dogs. We taught this dude everything is not a bulldog. We taught that everything is not a bulldog. When you're calling your kennel bulldog kennel and everything you got has American in front of it, it's a cross. We taught that. You have American Terriers. And we still haven't seen a name. The kennel name still hasn't gotten changed. I want that kennel name changed because it's scamming. It's scamming. You go to the website. There's English bulldogs all on the webpage, and dude ain't got one until he goes into Petland. People get on the internet and they lie and they say that there's no such thing as a black French bulldog. There is a such thing as an all-black French bulldog. It has to have no white on the chest, and it needs to have a small trace of Brendel. Ours has small trace of Brendel. This is a real French bulldog, people. It can be shown at an AKC show if I wanted to. But right now she's working in the way I intended for her to work. But yes, she's got show qualities, people. This dog is a AKC show dog right here, people. Standard. Now, however, people, this blue dog is not standard. All right. But as I said, we have standard colors and we have hybrid colors. Understand that, people. Everything is not a purebred. And I want to let people know every dog took more than one dog to make. But nowadays, when you take more than one dog, they both got to be AKC. That's the rule, people. That's the laws of all the colors and heights and head size and weight and all that. That's the rule. The dog standard setters, that's the rule. Both parents got to be AKC or you ain't making nothing. You're not going to go down in history. You can't go down in history. But as I said, these French bulldogs is crosses anyway. They're purebreds, but they're English bulldog and rat terrier. So understand that, people. So there's nothing wrong with making a Merle one. There's nothing wrong with making a blue one. There's nothing wrong with making a tricolor Frenchie, people, because they're already bulldog crosses anyway. So you already took and crossed the bulldog with the rat terrier. So we don't really want to hear what anybody says unless they talking about colors on something pure, like a Labrador or like a bulldog, the straight up bulldog, the bulldog, the AKC bulldog. Now those should be standard, but these Frenchies is mixed up bulldog. Understand that. They're game as hell. They got scars on them. So you know what? We keep breaking sticks to break up the fight. You see this chip in this stick? That's from getting down in the tooth and breaking up a fight. The black one had the gray one by the head, and the gray one, they were reversed. The gray one was up in the black one's chest. And it was me and my 4-year-old daughter that broke it up. You see, she's been around this since a little one, people, so she knows what this is. She knows not to put her face in the dog's face while the dog is eating the bone. Teach this to your kids, people. They know not to put their face in a dog's face when they're eating. When they're eating the bone. When they're eating the bone. My 4-year-old knows not to put her face in a dog's face while they're eating a bone. My 4-year-old knows better to put her face near the dog bowl when the dogs is eating. She knows better. She knows better to put her face in a dog's face, period. 4 years old, she knows better. Can she put her face in front of our dog's face while they're eating the bones? Yes. Our dogs won't do nothing. Our dogs is very submissive with the children. Bulldogs are very submissive with children. They most definitely know what kids are. Our bulldogs do not growl at kids ever. I done seen my kids pull them by the ears, jump on them, to where I done yelled at and scolded my kid for hurting the dog. And that's how you gotta teach these kids the do's and don'ts with these little dogs. You can't go pouncing on a French Bulldog. They're 20 pounds. You'll break the back. You got to teach your kids that. These is for all the people who plan on bringing French Bulldogs home. Keep your kids away from the dog if they're going to be alone with the kid. Do not let the dog be alone with the kid. You're putting your dog in danger. Do not let the dog roam while you sleep. You're putting the dog in danger. Do not let the dog roam while you go to work or leave to the grocery store. You are putting the dog in danger. Put the dog in the cage, people. Whenever you're not there to monitor the dog, put the dog in the cage, people. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. How short that back is. Look how short this bitch is, man. I think she's got like 10 to 15 puppies in her. People. This right here, this mop water has chemical in it. These niggas will snuff theyself out. You think these dogs won't snuff theyself out? People who think, for all you people who go, don't let the dog, let the dog out the cage. Let the dog out the cage. Why do you have him in the cage? That's cruel. You don't think these dogs will snuff themselves out? You don't think these dogs will fight if the male dog is here and they're both in heat? You don't think the females will fight if they're on a rope? If you're playing with a rope? And they're trying to fight over dominance, and there's a male dog there too. You don't think the females is gonna fight? Real breeders know. Real game dog breeders know that you gotta have one of these. You have to have this if your dogs is game. If your dogs are game, you gotta have this. Some people's dogs. look, y'all. On behalf of people not owning one of those or making one of those, we know they're not real dog men. We know they are not real dog men. Or they got real submissive dogs. They got real submissive dogs. Some people's dogs ain't alpha. You got alpha dogs and you got submissive dogs. Got to understand that, people. Some people are breeding so-called battle cross dogs, bully pits is what I call them. Bullies, classic bullies. But some people taking these classic dogs, stealing names, mislabeling them, and then they tag and hang that as their own breed. Let's take a look at the staff bully. That's a tag and hang. They tag that dog as a breed. Let me explain this to you people. They tagged that and hung it up there as a breed. As a breed, people. It's nothing but a fucking American bully. And they allow that. They allow people to lie and hang and tag. They've been doing this. The ADBA has been doing this for a long time. I hate to put the ADBA out there, but they tag and hang champions for a long time. Dogs that never went in the box, and they'll tag and hang it for confirmation and show. So that's why ADBA people stopped messing with them and stopped calling that game in the 90s for all the newcomers who are listening to these false prophets. For the newcomers listening to the false prophets, the Catholics, the private school altar server boys, the church when you go in there and Jesus got blue eyes. Those are the false bulldog prophets and the mislabeling religions. Caesar Borgia's son looking like Jesus, we know that's a lie. They use Caesar Borgia's son as Jesus. That's like taking a pit bull and breeding it to the American bulldogs at the kennel, but the kennel name is English. I don't understand that. The only time I see that kennel have an English bulldog on their YouTube is when they go to Petland and they sanitize their hands and they sit in the bay and they play with the requested puppy. The requested English bulldog. Understand that, people. Some of these breeders are scammers. They go to Petland and take the dog into the play booth. Take a video of the dog and throw their kennel number behind it. If that's not a scam, I don't know what is. If that's not scamming, I don't know what is. If that ain't a sham, what is? If you guys go to Google, type in Summerville, South Carolina. Summersville, South Carolina. Petland. You will see those booths on his YouTube. When you go to his YouTube, those English bulldogs, them pictures, those French bulldogs, and them videos. I see you, bro. What going on? Appreciate you coming out. We speaking the real facts. We got people going to Summerville, South Carolina, putting their kennel number behind pet store dogs. Wow. That's just stupid. We call that stupid. Claiming you from New York, so you should know what a stoop is. But we ain't talking about the stoop and the poach. We talking about you stooping. I mean, you going to the extremes. You going to the extremes to trying to make it look like you got French bulldogs. You going to the extremes trying to make it look like you got English bulldogs. Same way you doing your kennel name. They put English bulldog in their kennel name, and they ain't never had an English unless they going in Petland. That's a shame. Change the kennel name. We ain't giving them no more promotion. That's why we took the videos down. We bigger than him, y'all. Understand that. We bigger than him. We are bigger than him. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Numbers don't lie, people. We are bigger than him. Check the views. It don't matter who been around longer. It matters who's speaking facts and who's lying. Who's mislabeling, who's misinforming. Telling people they're making purebreds when they're making F1 hybrids. And then they say, because they line breeding, they're going to inbreed. It's going to be a purebred. It's going to be a purebred bully. That dog is already classified, bro. Just stop it. I told you what you had to do. Go get your Patterdale Terrier back. I probably ran away. You can't show the Patterdale Terrier. But if you had 2 AKC dogs, put them together. Then you might be somebody. Put them together. Until then, what you got on that yard, since that Patterdale ran away, half the shit recognized, half the shit ain't. You making mixes. Stop lying and mislabeling. It's not a W Bulldog. It's not a W Mongrel. What I do with the there go. It's a bully. It's an American bully. American Bulldog, American Pit Bull Terrier. That's American Bully. Everybody know that. But you supposed to be this big dog educator. Ain't never put two of the same dogs together. His rap sheet is mixed breeding, making bullies. He gonna go down in history as a bully breeder who been lying, who had to lie and say he's the only way he could. You know what I mean? Only way he doing purebred is lying, creating his own registry and register F1 hybrids as purebreds, and then inbreeding them and calling it his own breed, when really it's already a classified breed, bully. I don't get these inexperienced dog man embarrassing themselves like that, and then they got these followers who don't know any better. They come to my stuff and I teach them in the comments, and that's why we don't delete comments. People who hide people from channels, people who post videos, leave the comments open and don't answer any questions. They hide and block people's questions. We don't hide nothing. We don't block nothing. We keep the real. Keep asking every question. We're not going to delete them. We're going to leave them up there so we can show the truth. Understand that. People block. People hide. They don't answer questions in the comments. They reply lying, saying they got 80 bulldogs when they got terriers. That's what you do. They go post a video saying bulldogs is a group of type of dog, and then lie to people. And then in the comments, when someone says all of those dogs are made from the AKC Bulldog, that makes them crosses. There's only one purebred. All those other bulldogs is crosses, right? Because they're mixed with something from that purebred. He doesn't reply and say anything on his side. He'll reply, we got 100 bulldogs, different types. We don't breed for illegal purposes. If you want a puppy, fill out the puppy. Spam! Spam. We call that spam, people. And then what they do is they'll hide and block you from the page, people. But they go live every day and tag your name in the video to make you come watch their stuff. Understand that? They will tag your name in every video to make you come watch it. But they'll hide you from the channel so you can't ask questions or you can't talk or you can't communicate about dogs. Here, anybody could tap in. We grown men. We could talk about an animal. But some people, when they get exposed that their animals ain't pure, They try to railroad you. They try to railroad you, and they don't want to talk to you. They want to set you up for a lying case. Understand that about the privileged Americans. They will get their family lawyer and set you up for a lying case, all because you show that their kennel is not breeding purebreds. All because you exposed that they're breeding bullies and not purebreds. People hate the real. People hate the truth. Everything is not a purebred, people. Everything is not a bulldog. Check this out, y'all. There's never no hog hunting in New York, people. You understand that? There's no hog hunting in New York, especially New York City. There's no hog hunting in Freeport. There's no hog hunting in the Bronx. There's no hog hunting in Brooklyn. There's no hog hunting in Manhattan. There's no hog hunting in Harlem. There's no hog hunting in Queens. Mark Journal know that. Mark Journal knows that. R.I.P. to Mark Journal, man. I'm phone and grade. They lost a real one. Stop breeding unrecognized dogs. Your channel got no content. I'm keeping you alive. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm keeping you alive. I am the legend of all bulldogs, and I approve this message. I'm keeping him alive. He has no content. He goes live from them sheds, shows no dogs, shows no training. He got mud all on there because he can't afford rocks and gravel. You the big master of all dogs, man. Get your dogs out that mud when they get out the shed, bro. If you got game dogs, there should at least been a kennel accident on camera. As many times you go out as you go live, and them dogs is out there roaming around, and you don't never got no kennel accident, they ain't alpha, bro. They ain't game. Stop telling people they game. You would have been had an accident on camera. You go live 3 to 4 times a day, and your dogs ain't never started hitting. The puppies used to, but now that none of them big dogs is hitting, bro. You curd them out. You curd them out. They soft. Cold-blooded dude left that dog at the shelter the other day, too. You a cold-blooded dude for leaving that dog at the shelter the other day, too, bro. Phone and gray, you let that dog in there. You knew that was one of your bulldogs, bro. You knew that was one of your pit bulldogs. You knew that was one of your pit bulldogs, and you left her. Or you left them because they fixed it. Mm-hmm. They will lie to the world, people, to get a pass. They will lie to the world to get clout. We expose the real. We show the real. We breed the real. Our dogs hit all the time. We got to have breaking sticks. We got to have breaking sticks. Our dogs hit all the time. We have to have breaking sticks for their safety. We don't care what the APCA says. We don't care what the CPD says. We don't care what anybody says. We're gonna break up the dog fight because our dogs, they game. They're not, bred by someone who says they got this and they never do that every day when they go live. Every day when you go live, your dogs don't never have a kennel accident. How would you break it up? What are you gonna do if Killer, no, there ain't no Killer no more. I wonder what happened to him. What happened to Killer and the Patterdale Terrier, y'all? Good girl, get that water. Them puppies need that. But what happened to Killer? Where is he? And where is the Patterdale Terrier? But what happens if Blue Eyes and Gremlin lock up? I ain't gonna lie. That boy Gremlin, that boy look like he's hot. He look like he might be able to. He look like he might be able to roll. I ain't gonna lie. That right there might have been a match dog. But a lot of them dogs, you know, sometimes they real hype like that till something grab them, and you know, then you see what you really got after about 15 minutes. You know, then you see, because after about 15 minutes, man, you know, them bullies they trying to get up out the box for them razor edge, and them Gotti dogs, they only good for about 15 minutes, man. But check, the majority of them out of the litter, they might have some that'll go, great, bring your ass here. No, the majority of them, I'm talking the majority of them. But how would you stop that? You don't have a breaking stick, but you are breeding. I don't know. I'd probably say Blue Eyes is 78 pounds. And Gremlin probably 50, 45 pounds for Gremlin. 78 pounds for Blue Eyes. Maybe 72 pounds for Blue Eyes. 42 pounds for Gremlin. 45. I don't know, but it's about 30-pound difference. But Gremlin and Blue Eyes get in a fight, right? You have a kennel accident. How you gonna stop that? What you gonna do if they locked up and they getting it in, and one dog is locked down and he gets loose and he gotta get his bite backs because that's what they do? How you gonna stop it? You think you're gonna hit them dogs? You think you're gonna be able to beat the dog and hit on them? Because that right there just makes the dog shake and make the dog mad and shake whatever he already biting. So, as I told you guys, real breeders got breaking sticks. Unless you got fixed dogs and none of them got testosterone rolling like that. And none of them got estrogen and progesterone, rolling like that. Because they're fixed. And they're not really dominant like that. The progesterone and testosterone done left them dogs' bodies back there in the shed. They left it and dumped it out in the crate. I mean, you go live every day. There should have been at least 3 or 4. You've been doing this for 16 years. I don't see any kennel accidents over there. None. So, you know, his dogs are so soft that he don't even need a breaking stick. Phone there. Our black French Bulldog does not have any white on the chest. Our black French Bulldog has tracer brindles throughout its coat. What is he talking about? Sounds standard to me. Ain't no hog hunting in NYC, people. That's a lie. R.I.P. to Mark Journal. Understand that. There is no big game in New York City, people. That's a lie. There's no hog hunting in New York City. None. Welcome in, welcome in. But yo, you can go buy a dog today and you the master. It takes time, takes experience, takes listening, takes learning to be a legend. Get your dog some bones too in them crates while you leave them smashed up in them crates. If you the master, you a bad master. Phone them great. Them dogs should be potty trained. They shouldn't be pooping on and laying on and sleeping on and peeing on wood chips after 2 years now. Shouldn't have any wood chips for them full-grown dogs, people. A master should be able to train his dogs. They should be potty trained. But some people, they take days off. Some of these people take days off. And that's why their dogs can't get trained. I need you to understand that. We don't take no days off. Our dog gets unlimited food, unlimited water. They get unlimited bones. Understand that, people. If your dogs is going to be in the cage, there should be bones all in the cage. Some people don't buy their dogs bones. That's why their head be so little. My male got a skull. That yellow male of mine, he from New York. I bred him. That yellow male, I bred that. That's my product. That's 365 ENT. That's me. I produced that, people. That male with that skull, I produced that. If you mastered something, then you should know how to crate train a dog. Them big dogs shouldn't be no poop in them crates. Shouldn't be no wood chips in them crates. Shouldn't be no pee in them crates. And when they're out of the crates, that mud should be filled with gravel. That mud should be filled with rock. So your dogs don't get skin problems. People, blessings, peace and love, peace and love. I am the legend of all bulldogs, and I approve this message. I'm about to get you out right now. You gotta go party. Let's go.